So in there, office generated, self-generated. So that's where you're gonna mark as with an X, whether the client was generated by you, by your own efforts, or if the office gives you that client for you to work. Because again, that will be the difference on the split, whether it's 100% or not. So far so good with office generated, self-generated? Okay. And then sales price. So let's just to use round numbers, 100,000. So this is how much the property sold for. And then the commission percent, whether it's 2.5% or 3%, or the full 6% or 5%. So let's do the 2.5. So you'll see, it goes 3%. No, but actually it stays at 2.5. And for some reason the Excel, it will calculate it based on that 2.5%, not at 3%. Understand? Oh, yeah, we can fix it. Oh. And then in here you're gonna put whether or not, let's say if you're representing the buyer, you most likely gonna be deducted an MLS fee. I don't know if you guys have seen on the MLS, if you're representing the buyer, they take, the listing agent usually takes, I don't know, $295, $395. So if you're representing the buyer, then you have to minus $295. So far so good? Do we know what an MLS fee is?
Yes, that.
And again, if you are representing the seller, then you have to put plus, because you as a listing agent should be charging that MLS fee to the other agent. If you're not, then you're losing money.
What about if the agents are from the same company?
There's just,
Yeah, because some company, they don't let you charge it, if this, if buyer's agent belong to.
so,
You're still charging, huh?
correct, well, there's still keep in mind, there's still the transaction fee at $395. So it's, it'll, what are you doing?
Fixing this. Keep talking.
So it's, the $295 will come out from the buyer's agent regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. There you
It's a
go.
Listo.
So it won't mess up the formula?
Control C, so it keeps it.
It doesn't mess up the formula,
It
right?
won't- it won't-
You look back.
It mess up the formula.
No.
Okay.
I'll fix this.
All right, so are we clear about the MLS fee?
Yes.
5%? Okay.
We should always be charging
Right.
if we're selling it. If we're listing agent, we should always be charging that.
Now, Angel, the 395, we can put both, combine both, plus and minus in there, or is there another? We heard that 395 goes in there too?
No, that's the transaction fee.
Okay.
MLS fee is one thing, transaction fee is another thing. The MLS fee is charged to the buyer's agent.
Oh, I know how that works, but it says commission percent minus or plus, so if it's minus, or let's say it's plus, you're doing salary, it should be plus
If it's plus,
295 and 395, both figures in there or no?
it's gonna be plus when you representing the seller.
I understand, so, but then, let's say I charge them 395,
Mhm.
plus the 295, so I gotta put both figures in there or no?
Correct, so it's, you put the, only there, you're only gonna put the MLS fee, and then down here, you're gonna put the transaction.
Ah, there's another one, okay.
All right, so it's, because what happened, when you sign your split commission agreement with Graystone, it says, there's a clause that says that if you forget to put the MLS fee in the MLS, it'll be deducted from your commission. So make sure you always remember to put it in the MLS. If you know how to do it, let me know. So here you'll select whether the commission was wired or not. If it was a check, the date that the office received the check.
Why not always wire?
So title companies, they don't do wire. They don't like it Just like 50/50.
Okay.
Got the client's name, the property address, the title company's information in here. So, are we clear on this field?
Yes.
Okay. And here, again, you select whether you represented the seller or the buyer or if it's a tenant. So in this case, it's the buyer, because we are deducting, right? All right, so it's, here it'll show the commission minus the MLS fee. So here, if you're in 100% commission, then it'll change. So let's say you're in 70% because, you know, the office gave it to you, then that amount will change down here. See, so you don't have to take a calculator. I mean, it'll do it for you. You can use a calculator if you want to make sure it's correct, but. All right, so this is what people get a little bit confusion. So here, total transaction fee to agents. So this, you're gonna put the transaction fee of $395 if you charge it to the client. You know what I mean? So if the client at closing pay the transaction fee, you're gonna put it in here.
Well, the only way, I guess, if you didn't charge it or forgave them.
If you forgot to charge it or if you waived it, then you don't put anything in there and then you just put it here because this is Blue, but it's Graystone, should,
This one's covered.
it's gonna deduct it from your commission. So if you put it in here, the $395, then it'll balance it out and you get your full commission.
Which you should, okay.
Understand or not?
Yes.
Say it again.
So it's, in here, you're gonna put the transaction fee if the client paid it at closing. If they didn't pay it, then you leave it blank. Got it?
I got it, I charge my clients.
But
Put
the
it
one
on the,
Now, the one at the bottom
contract
should
that
always
they
be
pay.
there. The $395 is always there. The transaction fee to Graystone / Blueberry, right? It will always be there.
Hmm? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but it changes because, yeah, I mean, $395 unless it changes. Now, you know, I have agents that they charge $495 and they keep 100. So
Right, but the, okay, the $395